We're here at Brookville High School with the Brookville girls basketball team, one of the most successful teams in school history on the girls' side. I'm going to let the girls go ahead and introduce themselves. We'll start to my right, the camera's left with Morgan Johnson.
I'm Morgan Johnson.
I'm Marcy Schindler.
Jillian Taylor.
I'm Alexis Hatz-Nicholas.
I'm Lauren Harger. I'm Madison Johnson.
I'm Kira Powell.
Ladies, what a season you guys just had. Coming off of last year when you had 6 wins, did anybody see you guys going to the second round of the state playoffs?
I don't think so. I think we just have to believe in ourselves to get there.
When did you realize that you guys had a chance to be good?
At the start of the season with our scrimmage against AC Valley this year, we really pressured them, and that's when I feel like we all felt we were going to have a pretty good season.
That pressure defense was kind of the hallmark of you guys. When did that get put in, and how long did it take you guys to realize that was something that you wanted to do?
Well, we practiced it every day.
We practiced
for a long time.
And tweak the little things that
we
were
would
doing
go
well.
over it and over it. We'd run it all the time.
Until the very last practice.
I think we ran it like every game.
Yeah. We put pressure on them. That was our
That was
our strong
go-to.
suit. Yeah.
When Coach Powell first hey, this is what we're going to do, what was the reaction to that? Was there excitement? Was there a little bit of nervousness? How'd you guys feel about playing something like that?
I got kind of nervous.
It was
like
kind of
exciting.
It was all mixed emotions, I feel.
I got nervous because it was so fast and up
You had to
tempo.
you had to
actually
get
run
there.
a lot and
And you had to be in a certain spot.
You definitely had to be conditioned
yeah.
for it. You had to know where you were at.
We all had different jobs.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the thing, from the perspective of when you're broadcasting a game or watching a game, you look at something like that and it just seems like it's chaos. But I'm going to guess to you guys it wasn't as much chaos as it was to maybe the fans and myself, that you guys knew what you were doing, and so there were specific things that each of you had to do, right?
Yeah, probably. Sometimes we didn't really know what we were doing, but then
We like to think we do.
Yeah. But we all knew we weren't doing it, so we all could read each other and
Yeah, and whenever we needed to be switch our positions because some other people would be in, if the 3 bigs were in, we'd have to
we knew
adapt.
we
We'd have to adapt.
We know
which
our
we would
spots.
to do that.
So much of your offense was predicated off of your defense. How important did that make what you guys were doing defensively?
We knew we had to transition back on offense when we got the defensive steals.
Yeah. A lot of fast breaks.
Yeah.
Our speed was
one of our top things, I feel.
Offensively, there wasn't necessarily any standout. Obviously, Marcy led the team in scoring, but everybody was so close in scoring. How important was that for you guys that everybody was able to contribute on the offensive side?
I think it was
important.
It was good to pass the ball and make sure everyone got a chance to shoot, and even if they were having a bad night, they still just kept shooting.
One person
was
can't win a
open,
game.
then,
yeah.
There was a lot. We had a lot of teamwork, and I think we all came together really good this season. And
So once the regular season started, you start out the tournament here, and you have a tough loss to North Clarion, but it turns out a lot of people had tough losses to North Clarion this year. How far into it? Was it by the time the Christmas tournament rolled around, did you figure, hey, we've got a legitimate shot at winning District 9 or at least competing for it? Was it a little after that? Was it a little before that? When would you say that you were kind of hey, we're going to surprise some people?
I think it was our first home game.
When we beat
Du Bois.
I think Du Bois got us going, and then we won that.
yeah, when we beat Du Bois, I think
Our first away games that weren't very good, but
our home games.
Yeah, we kept winning the
Yeah.
home ones and lost the away ones,
but then we started playing.
We knew we were in a streak.
When you guys kind of got on that roll there after Christmas, what just seemed to be going right for you?
Our defense was pretty good.
That's when they all
I think
started
our
coming
defense
together.
really got us.
We got a lot of steals.
Yeah, and every time we got a fast break, it just kept us wanting to keep
We
going.
led the points.
Coach always says defense wins ball games. So.
Yeah, it would really help us out.
Yeah.
my colleague Rich Rhodes talks about your game at against Punxsutawney late in the season, even though you lost it. You felt maybe that was your best game up to that point. Did you guys feel that way?
We were just talking about that
Yeah.
actually. We
played
never really
hard.
gave up during that game, even though we were down by so much.
That was the
It was
I think
intense.
Yeah, that was the
a
best game we ever
good
played.
game against a good
Yeah.
team.
How important was it to play well against a good team like that going into the playoffs?
It's good
It was
practice.
good.
It gave us,
Yeah.
it gave us good, like, more confidence and stuff.
You had such a layoff between the end of the regular season and the championship game because you were the top seed and Montauk Karn City had to play. Did it ever worry you that maybe you weren't playing, or was that just, did the layoff come at a good time for you?
Well, we had like 2 weeks of not playing.
Yeah.
I
I
had
think
to
it was-
keep hustling in practice.
Yeah.
So
It was hard
we
to
ran,
see practice every day.
So
We always condition. We condition every day.
It helped
Every
a
day.
lot.
we used to go outside and run some miles.
It was a lot.
I guess, a lot of you are multiple sport athletes, so how important was it to, already probably be in shape going into the season as opposed to having to try to get into shape once the seson started?
It's helpful
It's
because
a
you
big
can just,
key.
yeah, you can just
Yeah,
get going
be
into the
in shape.
season instead of having to sweat all the time.
You get into the district championship game, you're playing Karn City, really a juggernaut, and prior to the expansion of the 6 classifications, the team to beat in Double A, and then really the team everybody viewed to beat in Triple A, you knew they had a great player in Emily Hedges. What was the game plan going into a game like that?
Stop and drive.
We had our defense. Like
We just had to have our defense
wrapped
good
around
down
there.
we talked about it every practice.
And we had our coach
We
be
had our
there every
coaches, like,
practice,
yeah,
so-
like our coaches would be him.
The way like she drove in.
And we knew that they won like four times, 4 years in a row, so that we wanted to put a stop to them this year, and we did. So.
You guys built the big lead in the fourth quarter, and they come back on the backs of her because that's what great players do a lot of the time. How did you guys keep it together and not get concerned about the fact that the lead was kind of melting away on you?
Just
We
had to stay
calm
focused.
and
Yeah.
we weren't
kept
don't
fouling.
stress and
We weren't trying to foul, but it ended up.
We can kind of keep it together. We knew we were ahead the
just had
whole
to
game.
keep
We
the
just
ball
had to,
yeah.
when we had
We
it.
knew we
we knew we could win it, so that's what we had to keep our minds set.
At what point in that game did you realize the championship was yours?
At halftime we had a good lead.
Yeah, we did.
And then our little pep talk in the locker room got us going.
Yeah.
Our coaches were talking.
Yeah.
I feel like even before the game, we were going into it with a lot of confidence, and
Yeah.
I think we were confident on that game.
Was there a point in the fourth quarter where you guys kind of just looked at each other like, we're going to do this?
Yeah, for sure.
At the very
At the
And
very
then
end,
we all
there was
just
like
stood there,
30
like,
tons of
scoring.
seconds left,
And we were
we were all holding
we
hands
got
on the
that,
bench.
and we were all just cheering on the court too. And
Yeah.
we weren't really paying attention to the game,
Like
but
12 seconds left, we're all just
we just started
I think
clapping.
they were shooting a foul shot, and we were all at half court.
It was
and
like,
Yeah, we were like freaking
yeah.
out.
We were, yeah.
Then you go into the state playoffs and you're playing Northwestern out of District 10, maybe not a team that you know a whole lot about, but what's the mentality at that point? Do you feel like after the rebound from last year to this year that the state playoffs are a bonus, or was there goals that were higher than just winning District 9?
We wanted to win that first one
Yeah,
because
the
the
first one was big. We wanted to
win because they hadn't in 33
Yeah.
years. So
Yeah, Mark was talking about it.
we felt we could win it.
I kind of remember asking you, Lauren, after the game, if you guys remember, if you guys knew it had been 33 years, and it seemed like that was a big deal to you guys, that Coach Powell talked about it, that was something that you guys were really focusing on. What does it mean to be part of Brookville girls basketball history in that regard?
it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
Because then we can be remembered for that.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Now we have
I
that.
think we
That was
played
when
in
our
that.
parents were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It feels good.
When you think about the East Allegheny game, obviously it didn't go anywhere near the way you guys would have liked it to go, but when you see the fact that they're still playing this week, what did you guys learn from that game? What did you learn that you need to work on going into next season?
Probably transition back.
They were just a really good
And we
team.
knew that one girl was going to Wisconsin, I think.
Kansas.
Kansas somewhere.
Kennesaw State.
Okay, well,
George's not Kansas.
I don't know why I said we knew she was going there, and she was really good, and
Like we heard that
she
she
just
had
made
40
everything.
something, 47.
I think it was 47 in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Was she the best player you guys have seen this year?
Yeah.
She's fast.
Being that you're such a young team, and obviously no seniors, and so the expectation level is going to be up a level next year. How do you think you guys will view that? Do you see it as extra pressure? Do you see it as an opportunity that could present itself?
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
it's
an
an
opportunity.
opportunity.
I think it's
Every other team is
Yeah.
going to lose their seniors,
Because
and
we're
we're going to
just
be with the same
getting
group.
better.
Yeah,
We're
we're
getting
getting
better
because we played
It's
together.
like we're not gonna lose anyone, and we're all gonna be teammates, and like still know I know what to expect from some of the
We
other
know
people.
exactly what to expect
Like I
from
know
each
what
other,
they
yeah.
cover and what they don't cover.
And I think that's because,
Even
like,
all
since we were
the-
little.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of comparisons, and I brought this up to Coach Powell in the pregame interview before the East Allegheny game. I saw a lot of comparisons between you guys and the baseball team here at Brookville. Two young teams that maybe overreached what outside expectations were. How proud of what you guys accomplished, and maybe putting some of the doubters aside are you?
Well, definitely, it was our goal to move up in the rankings from
Yeah, we didn't
district
really
last
get any
year. We
respect,
didn't feel we had the
so-
respect that we had.
No one thought we could do it.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good record.
Yeah,
we
we
were
felt-
just like we didn't get any
Yeah, no, we
respect, and
did,
we
yeah.
thought we
Coming from
should
the
have got
6
more
and 16.
respect.
Yeah,
than we
yeah,
did.
from last season.
Yeah.
I'll wear that one, ladies. I mean, you're definitely a team that, as the year wore on, and the more that I think those of us got to see you, the more respect you guys got. It was, when you're 6 and 16 and then turn it around like that, sometimes from the perspective of the media, well, is it real or not? And you guys proved that it was real, and that's all the credit to you. So, yeah, use that lack of respect as a motivational factor towards going forward. When you think about everything you accomplished to go from 6 wins to what you went to, it's really incredible when you think about it. I know it's only been a week since, not even a week, because we're here on Monday talking, but have you had a chance to maybe reflect on the accomplishments of this season?
It's always fun to think back on it.
Yeah.
Especially in this
We
young
got
game,
the
we
poster
all.
up there, but it hasn't got our
Yeah.
year on it. We get the
data
data
up
looking
there,
every day,
yeah.
see if it's up there, and it's never up there.
I think that game especially brought us together.
Yeah.
When you think of some of your favorite memories from the season, what are some of the things you think about?
The district.
Yeah,
that
game.
game,
It
probably.
was such a good game.
Oh, and
And going to
Bushwick.
states and having that experience.
Christmas.
Another thing,
Christmas.
we'd eat,
In our party.
we would eat spaghetti before.
Oh,
yeah, that was
before
tradition.
every playoff game.
We
at
need
the
spaghetti
Hills house.
and
That was a
Coach
good
Great
time.
Coach Hill's house.
so.
What are some of the other off-court memories that you'll take from this season?
Christmas
Christmas
party.
Christmas party, Secret Santas, we like that. I don't know.
The bus rides.
The
Bus
bus
rides.
rides. That's crazy.
A lot of singing. Yeah.
Yeah, we
More
could
like
we could
screaming.
form an acapella group. Some people.
Not mad.
Not
Like sleeping.
Kara, some of the challenges of being the coach's daughter.
I don't get anything handed to me. It's not a challenge. It's just like always working for something, but always having someone chipping at my shoulder, telling me I'm doing this wrong, and like no good, hardly. But trying to build up my confidence sometimes.
The fact that your older sister went through it though a little bit, did that help you? Did she giving you any advice?
Oh yeah, she would call me after every game, before every game, and talk to me about what I need to do and try to calm me down.
This won't mean as much to the Johnson sisters as it means to me, but I think it's so cool that you're Madison and Morgan, and Keystone had a Madison and Morgan Johnson.
We've met, I think Madison and
Yeah.
you're on 3 kilometers.
And we were like little.
Yeah, we were younger. I don't even remember that.
I just think it's kind of neat that you guys are kind of the part of the linchpin of this Brookville championship, and those girls were part of the linchpin of winning a lot of games in Keystone. And I always laugh when I'm writing stories and stuff like that. To Lexi and Lauren, you guys were the big girls on this team, but you maybe weren't as big as like the Leah Millers and the Ashley Hollowells of the world. What made you guys be able to play with players that were taller than you?
We just had to make sure we front them and have backside help.
that was our main thing. Was we
Yeah,
had to front them,
foul them.
try not to let the ball get into them, so they can have opportunities.
Jillian, you kind of took on a defensive role on this team this year. I think you scored around 2.5 points a game, but obviously scoring wasn't what they were asking you to do. Talk about accepting the role that was presented to you.
I always just use my speed, basically, and then if they ever got past me, I'd just come up behind them and just try to get the ball from them, and then pass it to one of them.
Yeah.
I take the ball and I just give it up to one of them. Like, you shoot.
Marcy, at times you were the go-to player offensively. What was it that you've worked on the most in your offensive game?
I think just making moves like under the basket, knowing where the basket is, knowing when to pass it to other players and not take a shot myself if they're open, and just looking for more opportunities to score if everybody wants to score.
Is there anything that I'm not getting at? Is there something that you guys think about when you think of the season that maybe those of us who are on the sidelines don't see?
Hungry dogs. My coach would always say, "What's the worst kind of dog?" And then we all yell, "Hungry dogs." Then we start barking.
It's kind of weird. If you guys heard us, you would have thought there was something wrong with us, I swear.
So does this mean maybe going forward you guys maybe can take on the nickname the Hungry Dogs? Well, I really appreciate you ladies taking a few minutes of your time today to sit down and have a conversation with not only me, but really the rest of the district to kind of get an opportunity to know what you're all about. So thank you for that, and congratulations on a great season, and good luck next year.
Thank you.